Suya joints available all day. We have a mall capacity of about 1,500 for your occasions. Welcome to AMT Presidential Hotels, Kilometer 5, Ilesha, Owo Expressway, Akure, Ondo State. Telephone 081 46 33 5949 and 070 1222 6282. AMT Presidential Hotels. Comfort and class redefined.
Visa Overstay Amnesty. Act now. The Nigerian Immigration Service, in collaboration with the Ministry of Interior, has opened a special amnesty window for foreign nationals in Nigeria with expired visas or residence permits to regularize their status without penalties. Who is eligible? Holders of expired visa on arrival, BOA. Holders of expired single or multiple entry visas. Holders of expired SERPAC over 30 days past renewal date. Amnesty period 1st May to 30th September 2025, while enforcement of visa overstay penalties begins on 1st October 2025. What to do? Apply at amnesty.immigration.gov.ng. Need help? Contact amnesty@immigration.gov.ng. Don't wait. Avoid penalties, detention, or repatriation. Stay compliant. Stay legal.
Nigeria, we hail thee.
Happy Independence Day, Nigeria. 65 years, strong and shining bright. From the west to the east and up to the north, we are celebrating freedom, unity, peace, and progress. We are reminiscing on our past, working with the present to secure an enviable future. With culture.
Brand new from Airtel.
I'm living in my lane, happy every day. Things are not the same, oh no. Now I chop from a buffet, unlimited buffet. Why are not there yet? Cause I know it's more than enough for me. Ocean no feet fish, highway no get limit. I have all I need. Data unlimited. Data unlimited.
To enjoy unlimited data on your devices, visit airtel.com.ng/HBB.
Data unlimited.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
On the news tonight, federal government trains over 300 youths in Ondo State on tractor operation. Ondo State government partners Food and Agriculture Organization on food security. Plus, FG declares public holiday for independence celebration. Good evening and thanks for joining us on Nta Akure News at 7. I am Abiola Ario. The federal government has commenced training of 300 youths from the South-South, Southeast, and Southwest regions on tractor operation and maintenance. The training, which is taking place at the Agricultural Mechanics and Machinery Operators Training Center, Amotrac, Ilado-Elemo in Akure North local government area of the state, is part of the government's broader effort to modernize Nigeria's agricultural sector and promote food security. The report. The empowerment through the Department of Agricultural Mechanization is part of the Renewed Hope Agricultural Mechanization Program to boost food security, create jobs, and modernize agriculture. The Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, represented by the Southwest Regional Director, Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, Temitope Alao, said the one-week training will provide youths in the southern region as well as Kogi and Kwara states with practical skills in handling agricultural machinery and will focus on areas like tractor maintenance, diagnostics, and advanced training techniques to enhance agricultural productivity. She urged participants to take the training seriously, noting that it would equip them with both theoretical knowledge and hands-on experiences in operating and managing tractors.
Our youth, who also constitute over 60% of Nigeria's population, are not merely beneficiaries of this program, they are the architects of our agricultural future. With their natural adaptability to technology, entrepreneurial spirit, and innovative mindset, they possess the unique capacity to revolutionize how we approach farming in the southern zone.
The comprehensive manual that has been meticulously designed for the trainees will help to equip them with just modern basic skills.
The tractor they're bringing in now, we have seen the first 2,000 tractors sent in with other implements. So with this tractor, the mechanization we're agitating for will be seen and be implemented and be actualized.
Some of the participants are optimistic and looking forward to be employers of labor in the field.
Training will help me specifically because, one, I don't have a job, and definitely if I should be trained in tractor area and the mechanism area, I think I will help the public and I'll help myself.
We believe that this is really going to help us. One, it's going to put more food on our table. So I believe with this, we'll go a long way. We're not just going as operators, we're going as mechanics.
With this mechanization now, at least the output of our farm products will be higher than the one we have been having there.
Upon completion, participants will have gained practical skills in tractor operation and maintenance, enabling them to contribute to the country's agricultural development. The Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, a specialized agency of the United Nations, says its FAO JEF7 Follow Impact Program Nigeria project will continue to transform the Niger Delta cocoa and oil palm production systems and landscapes towards sustainability and resilience, delivering multiple environmental as well as social benefits with forest and eco-friendly goals. This was when the FAO JEF7 monitoring team, led by its representative for Nigeria and ECOWAS, Hussein Garden, visited Akure on an oversight function of the agency's project in the state. Tony Batire reports.
At a technical session, the Food and Agriculture Organization reviewed that the landscapes of the Niger Delta region represent some of the most valuable ecosystems in Africa and across the world. However, the region is losing its rainforest at an alarming rate, with agricultural expansion, especially the cocoa and oil palm, the most important driver of deforestation and degradation.
Ondo State is one of the states that are rich in terms of biodiversity, and deforestation has been affecting the state for the past few years due to a number of factors, and one of them is increase in farmlands. And without proper restoration of the damaged forest and land degradation, farmers might lose their livelihoods.
And here we have this example of project where we are promoting agroforestry system in the way that we can produce enough without destroying and keeping the forest.
The FAO JEF Follow Impact Program Nigeria project aims to promote integrated landscape management and sustainable food systems in the Niger Delta region. Its major component focuses on the conservation and restoration of degraded forest ecosystems.
We want to tell the farmers, particularly the smallholder farmers, to integrate the planting of trees, particularly the fruit trees, into their farm. That is what we call agroforestry. And then that, apart from getting income from their cocoa and oil palm proceeds, they can as well get income from fruit trees.
The monitoring team visited the Ondo State Ministry of Agriculture, where it met with relevant stakeholders, stating that the mission of FAO is critical in selling its technical expertise to achieve food security in the state and the country. In Akure, Tony Batire, Nta News.
Talks between the federal government organized labor and management of the Dangote refinery will continue today. This follows a deadlock in earlier negotiations over the restatement of workers allegedly laid off by the refinery. Joseph Osen reports.
For more than 9 hours, key stakeholders held intense talks on unionization and the reported dismissal of workers at the Dangote refinery. After hours of deliberation, the negotiation ended in a stalemate with no agreement reached on the reinstatement of more than 800 affected staff.
Meeting we have not yet concluded. There are issues that we are still addressing. So we are reconvening later today in the afternoon to continue with the meeting.
We need to limit the damage to the economy of this action. We need to wrap it up, we need to resolve it, and we need to have workers going back to work. We need to have the gas flowing, we need to have crude flowing as inputs into production, which is where the economy is arrived at right now, where we are able to add value, where we are able to grow the economy, and we don't want that momentum to be broken.
These people, they are fathers, they are mothers, their career is at stake. When you terminate people the way you've terminated them, it will be extremely difficult for them to find job anywhere. Some of these people are trainees, and you said they have committed sabotage. So if they go home like that, there is no other company they will get job to do again in Nigeria because they have seen them as saboteurs.
There is, however, a glimmer of hope as all parties agreed to reconvene, keeping the hope open for dialogue and a possible solution soon. In Abuja, Joseph Utsen, NTA News.
The Academic Staff Union of Universities ASU has urged the federal government to demonstrate commitment to revamping Nigeria's education sector by addressing long-standing demands of the union in order to avert an impending strike as the expiration of its 14-day ultimatum. In a statement, ASU President Professor Christopher Piwuna expresses confidence in the government's capacity to reposition university education, but stresses that such efforts must tackle the persistent financial constraints facing public universities. He further appeals to Nigerians to join in mounting pressure on the government to do the needful. The federal government has announced the cancellation of the Independence Anniversary Parade that had been scheduled to mark Nigeria's 65th Independence Day on Wednesday, October 1, 2025. The decision was contained in a press release signed by Director Information and Public Relations Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Segun Imosen. Imosen did not give any reason for the decision to cancel the parade, but said it will not diminish the significance of the anniversary, as well as all other programs slated for the independence anniversary will remain in effect. The statement urged Nigerians, the diplomatic community, and invited guests to support the reform agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The federal government, however, appreciates the understanding, support, and cooperation of all Nigerians, members of the diplomatic community, and invited guests, and urges Nigerians to support the reforms of President Bola Tinubu in making Nigeria a greater nation. The federal government has declared Wednesday, October 1, 2025, a public holiday to mark Nigeria's 65th independence anniversary. A statement from the Ministry of Interior indicates that the minister, Olubunmi Tunji Ojo, congratulates Nigerians at home and abroad on the occasion. He urges citizens to sustain the spirit of unity and resilience since independence and to support the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu. The minister expresses confidence in Nigeria's continued growth in peace, progress, and development, while wishing citizens a memorable Independence Day celebration. You're still watching Nta Akure News at 7. We shall be back after this break. Please stay with us.
Visa Overstay Amnesty. Act now. The Nigerian Immigration Service, in collaboration with the Ministry of Interior, has opened a special amnesty window for foreign nationals in Nigeria with expired visas or residence permits to regularize their status without penalties. Who is eligible? Holders of expired visa on arrival, BOA. Holders of expired single or multiple entry visas. Holders of expired SERPAC over 30 days past renewal date. Amnesty period 1st May to 30th September 2025, while enforcement of visa overstay penalties begins on 1st October 2025. What to do? Apply at amnesty.immigration.gov.ng. Need help? Contact amnesty@immigration.gov.ng. Don't wait. Avoid penalties, detention, or repatriation. Stay compliant. Stay legal.
You're welcome back. You can also watch us on our social media handles on Facebook and YouTube at Nta Akure. Let's join Fikayomi Ologun on business news.
The federal government has restated its commitment in repositioning Nigeria's micro, small and medium enterprises as the bedrock of economic transformation. Vice President Kashim Shettima disclosed this at the 6th annual lecture of the Development Bank of Nigeria held in Abuja. The Vice President, represented by the Special Advisor of the President of Economic Affairs, Dr. Tokpe Fashua, stated that the MSMEs remain central to the administration's renewed hope agenda. He noted that beyond policy reforms, institutions such as the Development Bank of Nigeria are critical in ensuring entrepreneurs across Nigeria have access to the right tools to thrive. In another development, Nigeria's landscape is set for a historic overhaul as the Federal Inland Revenue Service has explained that the government reforms except food, education, shared transportation, and agriculture from value-added tax. The reforms, described as the most significant fiscal transportation since independence, are designed to ease the burden of the citizen and businesses while improving government revenue collections. The executive chairman of FIRS, Zak Adedeji, reveals that the changes in an interview marking his 2 years in office, he credited President Bola Tinubu for fulfilling his campaign promises to simplify tax compliance and remove audits faced by taxpayers. And that will be all on business news. Oluwafikayomi Ologun, NTA News.
A noble step to curb social vices and foster unity among the youths of our kingdom, as well as inculcate the cultural values of the ancient kingdom in them. Sports was introduced by the Olowo of Owo as part of the annual Igogo Festival. Abdulkarim Ahmed reports that football featured prominently in this year's festival, sponsored by a renowned philanthropist, Ajibola Adetula. The report is presented.
16 teams, 48 matches, but one winner each from both the male and the female categories at the end of the keenly contested football event at the festival. 2025 Olowo Sport Festival is the third in the series, aimed at shifting the attention of the youths from acts capable of destroying their lives, while also introducing them to the values embedded in cultural heritage as symbolized by the Igogo Festival. After weeks of the round letter game, the female football team of Methodist High School defeated St. Catherine Girls Grammar School by 3-0 to clinch the trophy. In the male category, the game was a tough one between Imade College and the male team of Methodist High School. Imade College emerged champions in the male category after beating their counterparts from Methodist High School 2-1. The Olowo of Owo, Oba Ajibade Geshin Ogunoye III, noted that the initiative will go a long way in discovering future football stars and will make Igogo a global annual festival.
I'm aware that if we're able to package our youth, not only for the elderly who are much more used to it, but the younger ones, so that they will take it over from the elderly ones, and that we want to make it wholesale to package in such event to introduce a lot of aspects, so that our youth will part of it. The football competition, you see that we will discover a lot of footballers, both male and female, who will find means of sustenance and livelihood in future in football and other sports competitions. Ondo State government, under the leadership of Dr. Lucky Uribison Ayedasewa, has decided to be part of this festival, because they have seen it that the culture and tradition of Owo is so unique. It represents not only Owo, it represents Ondo State, the Yoruba land, and Nigeria.
This year's sponsor of the sports festival, Ajibola Adetula, says it is his own little way of contributing towards a united and progressive Owo kingdom.
Developing new talents, bringing together communities, exploring what sports can do in terms of teaching us how to overcome challenges. These are the motivating factors for putting all the efforts behind this great competition in support of the Olowo's Cup.
Chairman of the occasion appreciates the Olowo for introducing sports, a unifying factor, into the festival, and for making sure that youths are meaningfully engaged.
Our Kabiyesi for this feat, because he has been able to bring everybody together, and he's achieving a lot for Owo now. And you can see with this football event, so we did, the Kabiyesi has been able to bring back the old days, and we are happy for this.
Sporting competition like this is an opportunity for people to train, learn, perseverance, resilience, and above all, unity.
The Olowo Sport Festival was introduced into Igugu Cultural Festival 3 years ago with only male football, as the women's game made its debut this year. In Akure, Abdulkarim Ahmed, NTA News.
And that's our package for this evening. We thank you for watching. To stand by for Iroyin. Good evening.